Howdy, my name is Zeke, and today I'll be introducing you to our group project for supply chain management. Our problem is AI in supply chain and the struggles of implementation, and I'll be introducing y'all to our problem. A brief introduction to our group members. Going from top left to bottom right, we have Colby, Taylor, Chris, Samantha, and then myself. And a brief agenda for today. We're going to start with the introduction done by myself, the problem, impacts of the problem, potential solutions, and the conclusion. By 2033, AI is expected to grow in the supply chain market an estimated 42.7% for an estimated value of $157.6 billion. We selected AI in operations and supply chain management because it's a massive force in our field, but many companies struggle to use it correctly. AI misuse can lead to biased data, security concerns, and overall investment loss if a business cannot integrate it properly in their systems. AI is becoming a more integral part of our lives every single day, working its way into our personal and work lives. Many people and businesses are accepting this change well, but some businesses are intentionally or unintentionally misusing AI, causing it to be a hindrance rather than an asset to use in its operations. And we have some of the problems in this left bullet points, both biased data security concerns and investment loss that I went over. And on the right, we have a graph demonstrating how adults felt about the use of artificial intelligence in society today, showing that many people think it has a lot more harm than good, and some people think it has an equal amount of harm than good, but significantly most people think that it's doing more harm than good, more good than harm. Thank you.
Currently, companies are leveraging AI in helping with everything from predictive analytics for forecasting to machine learning for demand planning and robotic process automation for repetitive tasks. But while more companies are adopting these tools, many are hitting a wall when it comes to implementation. Why? First, poor quality data. If the data going into these systems is biased or inconsistent, the output is unreliable, classic garbage in, garbage out. Then there's integration. Many businesses are trying to connect advanced AI tools to outdated legacy systems, and that's often messy, expensive, and slow. On top of that, employees might resist, fearing job displacement. And finally, security and privacy concerns make some companies hesitant to go all in. A powerful cautionary tale is IBM's Watson Health. IBM poured over $4 billion into creating an AI-powered health platform that aimed to revolutionize diagnosis and treatment. The idea was to scan patient records, medical journals, and clinical trials to recommend personalized treatments. But in reality, Watson struggled with low-quality, biased data, even reportedly suggesting unsafe cancer treatments. Integration with hospital systems was limited, and many doctors didn't trust or understand it. IBM's marketing overpromised what Watson could actually deliver. As a result, in 2022, IBM sold off Watson Health assets for around $1 billion, a massive loss that shows how even a tech giant can fail if data, quality integration, and user buy-in aren't addressed. On the flip side, consider Coupa, an AI-powered supply chain platform. It uses machine learning to track flow units, customer movement, and costs across the US. This kind of a tool can drastically improve decision-making, but only if it's implemented properly and fed with clean, high-quality data. AI can deliver major results, but only when the groundwork is done right.
My name is Taylor Polzian, and next we'll be talking about the impact on our everyday lives that AI integration into companies and in the supply chain can have. You may ask, why should we care? Because it costs money to attempt the integration of AI into business. For example, in 2011, IBM showcased its AI. They soon after tried to implement it into its health practices. These healthcare practices include diagnosing and treating cancer patients. In this attempt, IBM spent around $4 billion, and a few years later sold those assets for only around $1 billion. So this wasted investment caused prices to go up, having a large negative impact on consumers. And not only do prices go up if AI is not integrated properly, but also there is slower innovation in products and in the supply chain. Next, we're going to look at a few stats regarding AI. First, I have a stat about an MIT study that shows only 12% of individual manufacturers successfully scale AI use beyond, beyond pilot projects, and also 85% of AI projects fail to deliver any business value according to technology trends. The this includes any type of profit for the business, whether it's time, money, or future gains. Also, many companies have biased data for their forecasts and overpredict how well their company will actually be doing, and this can cause inaccurate forecasts, making AI inefficient and not work at all. For example, many companies have spent millions of dollars or more on predictive tech and have ended up right back on square one due to failed integration. So, if companies do not get this right the first time, this can become more of a liability than an advantage for them.
Next, let's dive into some potential solutions to overcome challenges in implementing this AI in supply chain management. Let's start with the first key point, building an AI readiness framework. This framework is crucial for ensuring that AI implementation is manageable and effective. The idea is to think through the entire process in detail from start to finish and to not rush into implementation until it's clear that the systems are ready. This step is about careful planning and not biting off more than you can chew. Next, we recommend using pilot projects. This is an essential strategy for minimizing risk. By starting small, you can test systems and then see if they can scale. The third solution is partnering with vendors. It's important to work very closely with vendors, not just for the technology, but for the expertise that they bring along with it. They can train your employees and they can help make it much more efficient. Last, another critical point cannot be overlooked. Workers should be augmented and not replaced. As we adopt AI, it's essential to keep workers on board, ensuring they're part of the transformation process. And listening to feedback from the employees themselves to help refine the systems is going to be essential in these processes. Next, let's see some results that we could get from this implementation fix. First, we could see better inventory management. As we learned in class, this is essential for a business to run correctly. With AI-powered predictive analytics, we can analyze massive data sets to forecast inventory needs more accurately. This tech allows companies to dynamically adjust reorder points, ensuring that inventory is optimized without overstocking or running out of stock. Next, we have automation and quality. By using AI, manufacturers can reduce variability in their processes. And as you learned in class, variability is mainly the root of low quality items. So by reducing that variability, we can increase the quality of the products being manufactured. And finally, lean manufacturing. This is something we've discussed all semester long. AI can provide a comprehensive analysis of waste throughout the manufacturing process, identifying inefficiencies that may have previously gone unnoticed. And by pinpointing these areas, organizations can implement these lean practices that not only reduce waste, but also enhance overall process effectiveness.
To wrap up our presentation, let's go back to simple structure. What, so what, now what? So the what is artificial intelligence is transforming the supply chain industry. We see companies adopting it for forecasting, automation, and optimization. So what? But that adoption doesn't always lead to success. Without proper foundations like clean data, employee training, and solid system integration, AI can create more problems than solutions. You saw examples like IBM Watson and failure rates across the industry. Now what? So the focus has to shift. It's not just about having AI tools, it's about being ready to use them. That means aligning three key pillars: people, data, and technology. Only then can AI actually drive efficiency, reduce costs, and spark innovation. This slide here summarizes our key findings. First, AI has massive potential to revolutionize supply chain operations, but only when implemented correctly. Second, missteps like biased data and poor integration can make adoption expensive and ineffective. Third, when used responsibly, AI can drive efficiency, innovation, and cost reduction. And finally, the most important part, AI should be seen as an asset, not as a replacement or a burden. The companies who win in the next decade will be the ones who can align people, data, and tech, not just the ones who buy AI tools. So, as supply chain professionals, our challenge moving forward isn't just adopting AI, it's building the environment where it can succeed. That means fostering culture of collaboration, investing in data quality, ensuring teams are trained and supported, and selecting tools that truly integrate with business goals. When we get those pieces right, AI becomes more than a tool, it becomes a competitive advantage. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.
Lastly, we wanted to call attention to our sources that we use throughout this project: monmouth.edu, ibm.com, logility.com, throughput.world, gartner.com, techcircle.am, and salida.fi. Thank you for watching.